Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're going to learn about one-step equations. We're going to solve each equation. So, if I was given this equation, n minus 8 equals negative 10, okay? Well, this minus 8, the opposite of subtraction is addition, so the first step here is to add 8. So I'm going to add an 8 to both sides. Well, I have n equals, negative 10 plus 8. That one's a little tricky, okay? I have a few different ways of doing this, okay? But I know that negative 10, right, negative 10 is larger in the negative than 8 is the positive. So my final answer is going to be negative. Well, they're 2 apart, it's going to be a negative 2. But let's go see what it looks like here. Another way of seeing it. I have negative 10 plus 8, okay? Well, negative 10 plus 8, if I pull out a negative 1 from that, negative 1, pull out from a negative 10 becomes a positive 10. Plus, if we pull out a negative 1 from the 8, it's a negative 8 now. So notice if I multiply it back in, I get my same original. If I distribute the negative 1 back in, I'll get my original answer up there. Now it's a little easier. Plus a negative 8 is the same thing as minus 8. What's 10 minus 8? It's 2. Negative 1 on the outside. What's negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. And so that's how I got to that negative 2 there. My final answer. So let's recap. We started with n minus 8 equals a negative 10. I added an 8 to both sides to get rid of the 8's here. So I left the n by itself, but then I had negative 10 plus 8. I have a few ways to do it, but what I showed here was negative 10 plus 8. I pulled out a negative 1 to help this see better, help me see this better. I got a positive 10 plus a negative 8. Then adding a negative is the same thing as subtraction, so I have 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8 is just 2, and now I multiply the negative back in, and I have negative 2. So my final answer here is n equals a negative 2.